Now let us understand what are superconductors. So basically conductor means the one which conducts. As you can see the graph over here. Which is a graph of T, that is the temperature versus rho. Okay. If we start cooling the metal, the resistivity decreases, so the rho, that is the resistance and the resistivity both will decreases, and the resistivity will depend upon the two parameters, that is ideal and residual. So the total resistivity is given by is a sum of the ideal resistivity and the residual resistivity, and both are different, whereas the ideal resistivity is temperature dependent, whereas the residual resistivity is temperature independent, and this is given by a law which is Matheson's rule. Okay, and why do we get the residual? It's because of some impurities present in the conductor or the conductivity or something. Now let us see what exactly the superconductors are. When we already have conductors, why do we have to get superconductors? Let us know. For suppose suddenly the resistivity drops to 0. The temperature at which the resistivity is equals to 0, at that temperature is called as the critical temperature or the transition temperature. Okay, let us see the graph which is there here. We have resistivity versus we have resistivity rho versus the temperature, and if at certain point the resistivity becomes 0, and at that point the temperature increases to high. See, the resistivity drops to 0. The temperature at which the resistivity becomes 0, at that temperature is called the critical temperature. As you can see here, the graph where T is less than Tc and T is greater than Tc, and here beside the line which is Sc, and above the line, beyond the line, Tc is called Nc, which is normal conductor. Above the line is called superconductor, and there we have normal conductor. Okay, so that's why it's called as superconductors. I hope the graph is enough, like pretty much enough to know what are superconductors. So in case of certain metals or alloys, their resistivity suddenly drops to 0 and below a particular temperature Tc, and hence they possess infinite conductivity. And what is this phenomena is called as superconductivity. In order to answer this reason, a BCS theory came up. Now let us see what is BCS theory. I hope what is conductor and what are superconductors and at what temperature a metal becomes superconductor is clear now. And what is the Matheson's rule? The total resistivity is given by the ideal resistivity and the residual resistivity. Why do we get the residual resistivity? Because of the impurities which is present in it. And the ideal resistivity is dependent on the temperature, whereas the residual is independent. And I hope this superconductivity concept is also clear. Now let us see why the BCS theory has come up in the next video. Thank you.